Hey everyone, it's Four Gun Guy, and welcome to the Larue bus. This is a bus stage that Larry puts together for us, and it can really mess with you easily, depending on how he has this thing configured and the stage laid out. So let's go over the stage brief really quickly, then we'll shoot it, and we'll have some final thoughts. So if you're ready to go, let's get to it. All right, here's the stage brief. Shooter may use two different windows of their choice. First position, you're going to shoot 3 shots at the Coyote, 2 shots at the Ram. Then move to the next window and with 3 shots at the Ram and 2 shots at the Coyote. The Coyote is 118 yards away. The Ram is 95 yards away. Coyote is pretty large. The Ram's a little smaller, but it's not too bad at all. Uh, Let's look at the card that I just drew up for this. So I'll put this picture up next to me here. And so I want you to notice a couple things. So right now, the Coyote and Ram, uh, their difference there, 28 yards apart, that comes down to 1.1 mils in difference. Okay, this is a prime candidate for a holdover stage. So which means I'm going to dial 1.6 in my scope, but I'm going to hold over on that long Coyote target. I'll hold 1.1 mils. You'll see that when I shoot it. It's showing the wind is about, I built a 4 mile an hour bracket, 7, 9, and 11 miles an hour. And it's showing that at the 118, the wind would be a half a mil right. It feels to me like the wind is kind of steadied up out of the targets. So we'll see when we get in the bus. But you see my bracket goes all the way up to almost a mil at 118 yards because of that wind. Now, a couple things I want to talk to you about. One is when we get in the bus, but the one thing I want to say is when you are in that bus, you don't feel the wind. So if the wind picks up, if the wind changes direction, if the wind does anything other than what you think it's going to do, you can be in some pretty big trouble. So you've got to make sure that you look at that first shot and see what happened. If it impacted and it impacted where you think it impacted and should have impacted, then run with it. If it didn't, then you've got to make some decisions and some changes in how you're going to adjust for the follow-on shots. So let's get inside the bus. We'll talk a little bit about how I'm going to shoot it, and then we'll shoot it. All right, well, here's the challenge with this. It's really going to be hard to use a tripod for rear support in here. So, best bag I have is this Armageddon Gear X, and I'm telling you, I love this thing for a prop like this. They don't give me anything, I just love it. Because look at how that just fits on that window. It's perfect. So, remember, what we're going to do is I've dialed the short target, which is the Ram. I'm going to hold over on the long target, which is the Coyote. Now, I know I looked at the card, but this feels to me like the wind is kind of coming at us a little bit now. So I'm going to actually start straight up and we're going to see where that goes. So it's just going to be a man in his bag. Remember, 2 positions, 5 shots here, and then I'm going to move to this window and do 5 shots out of it. I might actually move to that third window, and I'll show you why when I do that. But again, here's what you got to make sure, guys. You got to make sure, get in the bus before you shoot it, right? This is what your squad should be doing. They should be looking down there and saying, can I even see that target down there? Yes, I can. I can see it from that window. Can I see it from this third window? Yep, I can see it from all 3 windows. So that's good. I can see the Ram from here, and I think from here. Yep, so I can see everything from these windows. All right, let's load up and shoot this thing. All right, let's load and make ready. Okay. Shooter ready, stand by. In, that bag goes perfectly in there. Now I'm going to look at the target, then get behind the rifle, and there it is. Now remember, turn that on. Remember, we are holding one here at the coyote. Impact, impact, impact. Then we're going to hold center on the ram. I think the ram, impact, missed. I think that wind just died on me. I just did that. Okay, bag here. So we've dropped one. Now we're 3 on the ram. So I'm in my position that I like here. There we are. Where are you, you little rascal? Impact. Oh, impact. See kind of the smoke there. I think it's actually drifted a little bit. Now back over to the coyote. 1. Impact. Oh, I missed that. Okay, I put an extra round in there. Let's see where we missed. I'm going to say the wind died and... No. Okay. Don't know where that went, but... So we dropped 2, I think, on that. Not bad. Not great. On the 10-shot stage, mag is out, bolt is back. Trigger cam is not recording. Let's set that right there. Whew. All right, let's have some final thoughts. Well, number 1, the bus is not stable, but that's not an excuse. I cleaned the stage the last match. I think the wind did shift a little bit, so you just have to be ready for that. I liked using the holdover here because it was, what, 1.1. The far target was 1.1 mils higher, so it's easy to come up on that holdover. I will say I'm using the Arkin, the EP5 Tour today, and man, it's easy to use. So thanks again, Arkin, for that. But what else did we learn? We learned that the right bag really makes a difference. This bag is perfect for this. Again, I'm not pushing Armageddon gear. I'm just saying when you find the right thing for the right purpose, I'm using this bag probably 80% of the time now, and my other Armageddon gear, the 1+1 or the 1 plus, whatever it is, about 20% of the time. I just love this bag. It's been fantastic. So don't get lost in the targets. Make sure what you're shooting in what order and how many times, because I saw some guys screw up on this one. It was 3 on the coyote, 2 on the ram, then moved to 3 on the ram, 2 on the coyote, and I saw some guys go 2 coyote, shoot the ram, and no one can say anything, right? And so they're going, that was an impact, and all we can say is wrong target. Then it gives them time to process it and figure out what went wrong and what they did wrong. So just think about that. Make sure you write that down on your sheet. I would have usually had it written down here on this. Today I didn't because of the practice. So there you go, guys. Another practice video in the books. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, the subs, the likes. I appreciate it all. And until next time, shoot straight.